What's up, guys? What's up, Zukin, Skyless? So good to see people already in here. Yep, it's me. I'm back after 7 long months of being away. And, yeah. I'm pretty stoked to be back on Twitch. This is something that I really love doing. Zukin, I hope Eminem is going well. I got the email earlier, or maybe it was yesterday, for the playtest, so yeah, looking forward to that. I won't be able to play for the first probably 7 or 8 days because of a trip that I'm taking. But after that, I'm on there, man. Skyless says, Twitch said your last stream was January. Yeah, that sounds about right. I got pretty busy in February and then headed out to the Middle East, and that's where I was for the last 7 months, and now I'm back, and I'm super excited to be here on Twitch, hanging out with you guys. Unfortunately, I have another trip for January through April that I probably won't be able to stream, so at least for the next, like, 2 months, I'm going to try to stream as much as I can and try to finally finish Misterbestfrend. Skylar says, I think your math is off, but close enough. Yeah, I guess it's probably more like 9 months, you're right. It's about to be November. But yeah, here I am. Live and in the flesh. It's been a long, long break. Hopefully, old Bardcore Beetle the Bardcore doesn't copyright strike me. I emailed that guy. I said I asked him if I could use his music, and he never emailed me back. So, at any rate, Misterbestfrend is 22% to level 60. And we're gonna head back to Chardock for a little bit, just so I can get kind of warmed up, and then we may do some Howling Stones. But Zukin, tell me about Monsters and Memories if you're still here. I have not played a playtest in probably over a year. We are still just trucking along. Are you guys in like the are you in like the pre-release grind? On track for early access Q1 next year. Nice. Never asks Raven for his opinion. Skyless, what have you been up to? I've probably missed a lot. It was a long summer out there. I should have tried to grind a little bit more to put me closer to level 60, but I didn't want to do too much off stream. Zukin says we did a stress test a bit ago where we got over 1,000 people in a single zone. Nice. Other than that, just continued content and art and such being added. Nice. Let's see. I think I have all the spells I need to do this. I wonder if this guy is doing the entrance. Thousand people in a zone, that's impressive. I remember playing it like back in I think one of the first stress tests, and it struggled. But I'm sure you guys have put a lot of work into the net code and getting it all to run like with a lot of people. Of course, I built this computer to be able to play Monsters and Memories because it did not run very well on my previous computer. And I won't even be able to play it. Skyla says I've been busy playing games. Yeah, while I was gone, I played I played a lot of Binding of Isaac. Played some Guild Wars. I tried to play Final Fantasy XI. That game is freaking jank. I ended up giving up on that because I like messed up my install and it would have taken, it took like 12 hours to download the game. And I didn't want to have to re-download it, so I said, that's enough of that. Zukin says, we'll be here when you get back, just stay safe. I'll be in Las Vegas, actually. I'm just going to a class, but the class is going to be pretty, like, intense. It's like a selective class that you have to apply to get into, so I don't think I'm going to have time to stream. Sukin says, I've seen CSI, that place is dangerous. Yeah, it kind of can be. And then for like the last month that I was out there, I played Guild Wars 1 quite a bit. Was working on that God Walking Among Mere Mortals title that I've wanted to get for years. But I woke up today and I said, okay, I've been home for a little over a week. And actually almost 2 weeks. And it's time to start streaming again. Time to start getting this yellow bar filled up. I'm so rusty. I'm like looking at my spell book and I can't even see what figure out which spells I need to put on the bar. Skyla says, been playing Valheim with the wife. Nice. Till she did not smart move and let her niece sign into her profile and got 15 different viruses. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, I'm going to do some warm up here and then I think I'm going to head out to Howling Stones and try to do a little bit faster experience at Howling Stones. And yeah, I'll have to pop into the Monsters and Memories. It'll probably be on Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. I'll probably have to make a new character. I imagine you guys wiped all the old characters. Oh, there hasn't been a wipe, so I still have my old goblin necromancer, Gobnek. That's pretty exciting, man. an MMO launch is like a special launch. They take so much like extra effort and work just to like go make it happen, make the thing go. Zukin says unless it's super old, I think maybe there was one instance where we switched to a new thing and new servers came up. Well, he's only like level 10 or 12 or something, so even if he's not there, it's not a huge deal. Skyla says her niece has a very greedy personality. If she can't have her own gaming laptop, she just ruins others. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What else? What else have I been doing? Well, I'm getting ready to go visit my mom. And, just playing a lot of Guild Wars. I went to Waffle House my first day back. Totally worth it. I was kind of hoping there was a. No, actually, I wasn't hoping there was a 3 a.m. Waffle House fight. It was like midnight, and I had just landed. I flew 27 hours. 27 hours straight, no overnight stops. So I was just tired. But I needed to eat something, so we went to Waffle House. Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, my back, my neck hurt. Like everything on me hurt. I felt like I got into a fight. I think it took me like a week of stretching to recover. I'm gonna have to watch out because there's gonna be a respawn. I don't know when the Pather respawns. Got Vexing Mordinia up, so that should refill my health pretty quick. It was just nice to take a shower in like a nice, clean shower. The bathrooms out there were so freaking bad. I had better bathrooms in Africa when I went to Africa. And then like the last 2 weeks, I was just stuck waiting on an aircraft to pick me up. And it like kept breaking. There was like, the aircraft was broken, and then there was the government shutdown caused issues with it. So I'd like just sat in my room. I think I lost like 10 pounds just from, I didn't even want to leave my room. So I just wasn't even eating. I think I put like 100 hours into Guild Wars over those 10 days or so. It was pretty bad. I got a lot done on there though. And I did play some EQ. I was just here in Chardock. I ran into Jason Hay. But then I decided I shouldn't be playing off stream too much. I didn't want to like log back in for the first time and you guys be like, what the hell? Misterbestfriend's at like 98% towards the level. I'm like, I did it, guys. So I think I got like 7 or 8% and then called it there. Oh my gosh, it's Grimlust. What's up, man? Good to see you. We got the whole gang back together. So I saw something interesting on the wiki. Or it wasn't on the wiki, what was it? It was on the main page where they do the patch notes, and it said right there it is. Ixar Tomb Raider now spawns. The Tomb Raider quest now works. And I got really excited because I went to the wiki and the Tomb Raider is part of the Necromancer 8th Skullcap quest. Unfortunately, that quest still cannot be, the 8th Skullcap quest can still not be completed due to the item off of Chief Rockgus not spawning, not dropping. So that was kind of a bummer. That's actually what got me to log back in today. Because yeah, I was about to like go crazy and be like, oh my gosh, there's a new Skullcap quest, I gotta do it. A new old Skullcap quest. But they didn't add the drop off of Chief Rockgus until 2004, so it's like way outside the Velius timeline. What's up, medics? Good to see you. I hope you've been doing good as well. I'm just enjoying being back in America. Smash you up wants to collaborate. I'm gonna click it. I don't know what this does. We're gonna see what happens. Oh shit. What happens when I collaborate with somebody? Oh shoot. Other than me like moving my EQ window by accident. And now my mouse look isn't working. Medics came back to P99. Nice. Smash you up is raiding with a party of 9. What's up, man? Oh my gosh, you guys are about to watch me die. This is bad. I gotta get mana skin back up, like, now. Wait, how many enemies do I have? I think I have 3 on me right now. Yeah, I haven't streamed or played in forever, and I'm like scuffing everything right now. As long as I keep splurt on everything, I should be good. But I don't even have the mana right now to put Splurt on this guy, I don't think. I have just enough to drop Splurt on this dude, but I'm about to... Root's about to wear off one other enemy that I got. Okay, there goes Root. Where is he? I don't know where this guy is. Ah, there he is. Shit. Ah, no. Yup, he brought me something. I totally scuffed this. Smashy Up says, I used to use the Twitch Streamlabs thing and found out today that no longer exists. Yeah, I think you would quit streaming. I scuffed this so bad. I don't even know what to do right now. Like, I need to gate out, but I'm gonna get trained if I even stand up. Colin says, is it a long dot on the runner? The runner has no dot on it now. I think I can... Actually, if I camp, I think I can break aggro here. I don't want to chance the Membler because they've all like pathed down there to CE now, and if I stand up, they could pull the entire CE. So what I'm gonna do... Oh wait, I can't camp. I gotta like disconnect. I think I have to quit out. Yep. One sec. And then I'm gonna have to do this. And then hopefully when I get back in, I don't aggro anything. I messed up the easiest camp in the game. Yeah, Necro hacks, you're right. I was in a decent spot to quit out, luckily. Oh, shoot. Now the game has crashed. Go figure. That's P99 in a nutshell right there. My business trip was pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean kind of freaking crazy. I don't know if you watched the news over the summer, but a lot of stuff happened in the Middle East around the May-June timeframe. So I'm yeah, let's see if it crashes whenever I click enter world, which is a huge possibility. And then I'm definitely hosed because I'll be crash standing right there. Oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Jeez. So I'm home for 2 months, and then I have to go to Las Vegas for like another business trip. Nope, no pre-nerf for this guy. I'm too humble. I'm just a humble SSF. The story behind this character is I made him. Well, I started playing him 2 years ago as a solo self-found Kunark-Only. So he's never grouped, never traded, and never left Kunark. So at least I escaped that with my experience bar intact. I got a little bit dicey. And then Medics, you said you started playing P99 again and Smash You Up, you too, huh? Because, yeah, and you were on Starlink now, which that's surprising that you can stream on Starlink. Surprising in a good way. I'm actually glad that's working out for you. Oh, shoot, here comes a dude. Yeah, I'm almost there. 22%. Wait, I don't want to root him on top of this XR. You should pause right here at the entrance. No, once I hit 60, I may actually do my epic and not solo self-found. Medic says I got 11 druid and broke his shit. What happened to your old characters? Let's see. Collins Place says my SK on blue has a pre-nerf. I totally forgot about it. Got one in Guild Run just before the nerf on blue and banked it for years. That's awesome. I love that whenever you come back to a game like years later and you figure out that like you have some item in your bank that's worth some like crazy amount of money. Got my cleric to 32 in the first week. Holy smokes. I'm surprised that you can even find like people to group with anymore on this server. I was just in GFA and there was like 2 people there. It kind of makes me sad to see P99 so oh yeah, and you were on blue, which is even like blue is like a freaking retirement home at this point. That's what I was thinking. Smash. There's like 3 spots that people go to still. Yeah, Unrest. You can always find a group there, it seems like. City of Mist is always like crazy. Unrest is hit or miss. Ugh. Yeah, if you can't find a group in Unrest, that's rough. Oh yeah, Split Paw. I like Split Paw. That's one of my favorites. Okay, there we go. That's the first step. That was like the first step in a chain of failure that caused me to have to log out. Is just killing that one Pat. Actually, I think the exit is better than the entrance because you don't have to deal with that pat. I should have just went to the exit. I actually logged in at Miss Moore on my Paladin earlier, and there was like 10 or 12 people there. Split Paw, you either need a good group or ghetto the mobs up to the double doors. Casual meme fan, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you for the welcome back. Thanks for dropping in. It's been a long time. We'll see how many hours it takes to get to 60 now. We'll see if I have enough time between now and January to like stream the whole thing. Staying here, I only get like 2.5% per hour sometimes. Work schedule right now is it's going to be pretty standard, like 9 to 5 types until I leave. I'm actually off work right now. I'm off work until the first week in November. But I'm going on a trip here in a few days. So I'll be out of the state, out of the house for the next 10 days or so. Then when I get back, I'll try to stream as much as I can to try to finish this out before I go on another trip. So that way at least I don't have something like floating in the background. And then if I want to do like my epic or whatever afterwards, I can. I think that'd be cool. Stream doing the epic. I'll have to find like a guild that wants to take me. I actually don't remember what the Necro epic is like, even though I think I did it on one of the TLPs one time. Casual, I almost needed your res abilities a little bit ago. I like had to log out. I had to camp out, FD quit. Colin says, ever group with your Necro? I like doing that for the heck of it sometimes just to do something different. Yeah, I do like grouping on the Necro. You kind of get to do a little bit of everything. You can do damage, you can heal, give people mana, CC. The good Necros do all that. The bad Necros just throw like dots on enemies that die in 30 seconds or less. I think it might be more mana efficient to just deflux these guys. Yeah, you put splurt on everything that dies in 15 seconds. Ah! I'm so out of practice. Ooh, my experience just rolled over. I just I just died. I'm on like crack right now, dude. I just dotted the wrong enemy. Yeah, I don't use a pet because they just die. Okay, I still have mana skin up at least. I can't believe I dotted. Like I tabbed target failed. Yeah, if I was to summon a pet and send them in, they would die within 30 seconds. And on top of that, my pets are only like the level, I think the highest level I have is the 44 or 45, something like that. I haven't gotten the 49 pet because I'm solo cell phone. As far as Necro trade-in spells, I do not. I think Shadow Bond. Trying to remember. I have Shadow Bond and I think one other. Oh, the charm. What's the name of the charm? Thrall of Bones, I think. They're all drops. Every pet or every spell that I need is all drops. They're the ones that you trade in. Actually, no, one is research. The level 49 pet is research. And I have one of the words that you need for it, but not the second word. And I tried farming raptors in Timorous Deep for it for like days. It's all on YouTube. I have like 12 plus hours of raptor farming and never found it. And it's just hours and hours of me getting my ass kicked by Dingus, the dinosaur. The named raptor that spawns out there. I freaking hate that guy. He's got like 3 times as much health as any of the other raptors and like twice as much MR. Level appropriate XP group might get the pages. I think I looked it up in the pages. The best drop rate is some like Shadow Knight in Payneal or Neriac, but I can't go there because I'm a solo cell phone Kunark-Only. Oh, he's dead. Yes, we did it. So that's one down. And yeah, my gear is like terrible because I haven't found a whole lot. And being Kunark-Only, like you would think you would find a bunch of stuff, but there's not actually a lot of good caster drops in Kunark until you hit the end game. Like this is out of Down Near, Tattered Tomb Shroud. Scaled Prowler Cloak is from Field of Bone. I think this is from Field of Bone. Tattered Leg Wrappings is from Down Near. Grave Sandals is from Down Near. It's basically like I went to Down Near and the Ogre in Timorous Deep and got like 90% of my gear. The only good one that I have, like really good item I have, is this guy right here, the Bracer of the Hidden. I got that off of Sarnax in the Sarnak fort. That was super lucky because that's what I'm using to cancel my my spell gem like reset. And I got that at like level 18 or 20 or something, or 25. And without that I wouldn't have like the spell gem GCD reset. but you'll notice whenever I do GCD resets, I have to self-target because the range on it is not good. So when I'm GCD resetting, I have to hit F then G to that's my hotkeys to make my cooldowns go away. Colin says some of that info is missing and it's just the right level any mob, which in groups you might be fighting higher level mobs than you solo. Yeah. Yep, no Velius, no old world, just strictly Kunark. And I made this character as kind of a love letter to Kunark because Kunark is my favorite expansion. But I am like positively sick of Kunark at this point. I would love to be able to go to Velius. There's so much good gear out there. I just always thought it was really cool how you could make a level 1 character and level all the way to 60 in Kunark, even though a lot of people don't do that. It's definitely doable. It's not optimal. I wish I had like an accurate slash played, but the slash played command doesn't work on P99. Colin says it's your rules. You can always change them to be like only Kunark till X level. Yeah, I set out to be Kunark-Only, and that's what I stuck with. I did make. Let me see if I can pull it up. I did make a rule set that I want to do eventually. I just don't have the time. I started it and then I was like, I need to finish Misterbestfrend, but here it is. So this is something I really want to do at some point. Check that out whenever you get a chance. It's called progressive SSF, and it works off like you get like points, and then you can spend the points to like unlock new zones. And then there was things that I did like with the viewers, where like the viewers are going to be able to decide certain things. And it would have been great, but I ran out of time for strictly doing Misterbestfrend. And then, you know, I just wanted to finish this before I started something new. But maybe eventually I'll get around to doing that as well. Also, I'm going to get the Pat here soon. I think I'll have just enough time to kill this guy, and then I'll deal with the Pat. Yeah, I remember getting from 58 to 59. I think Casual Meme Fan was here for that stream. I streamed for like 12 hours straight one day. Just getting from 58 to 59. And I hung up really hard at like 54 as well. And then 55 to 58 went really fast. Colin says there's no Necro class gear for Neck and Cablis either, like for Shaman and SKM Warriors there. The only thing that I can remember getting was this, the skull cap, the Sorcerer skull cap. And that's a huge quest chain. That's actually a really good video. It's like 4 hours long, but you can fast forward through it. It's on my YouTube channel as well. Basically, I was camping. I had to break a really hard camp, and then I was camping it for like hours. And then I told the stream like, "Hey, I'm I have to go get my wife from work. So if the next spawn doesn't drop it, or the mob doesn't spawn on the next go, I'm gonna have to come back. And it spawned on the very last spawn, and I was able to get it. It was super cool. And I really didn't want to have to re-break that camp because it's super hard. It's the if you've ever been to Dalnir, the church, and you have all the Sarnak in like the pews in the chairs watching, and you have to break the 3 that are up on the platform. Kazuma Outlands, what's up? Welcome to the stream. First MMocracy stream in like 9 months. Good to be back. Yeah, it was like super hard. I had to like fight 2 at once, and I don't even remember how I did it now. Kazuma says, I just started on P99, pretty new to EQ in general. Dude, I'm so jealous. I would love to play EQ again for the first time, although I don't know if it would have the same magic now that it did back then. It just hit so different back then. Like I'd never played a persistent world online RPG with graphics before. I'd only played MUDs. Kazuma says it's fun so far, although definitely confusing. What did you decide to go with? What was your first choice in character? College says exactly. I'm not sure how much of the magic is nostalgia and what it would be like to try for the first time now. One of my longtime viewers, I have no idea where this guy went. I'm hoping he's okay. I was actually hoping he would pop in here whenever I went live, but I used to talk to him on Discord all the time. But anyway, his first experience playing P99 or EQ in general was in 2018, and he loved the game. Oh shit, Kazuma went with Bard because I heard it can kind of do a lot solo. How are your wrists? Make sure you're doing a lot of like this, you know, a lot of warm ups, because oh man, bards are rough on your body. You will be able to solo though, and by solo I mean disrupt entire zones of poor people that are trying to level. Everybody loves the bards. It's tough. Like you basically run in a circle and twist songs. I need a new mana skin. Do I really have 3 minutes till the next spawn? That can't be right. So I'm a skeleton because I have a line of spells. Necros have a line of spells called Lich spells. And the first couple just, They all drain your health to give you increased mana regen. The first couple just don't have a visual effect. But once you hit level 34, you get the spell Call of Bones right here. And that one turns you into a skeleton whenever you use it. And then now I'm using Lich, which is level 49. And it gives you like crazy fast mana regen, but you can see like my life is steadily ticking down, so I have to manage both my mana and my life. It takes a little bit to get used to. But once you get used to it, can't live without it. Yeah, Necro is, I think, if I was to make a new character for the first time ever, I would play Necro. I think they're the best class in the game. Just for all around like gameplay. Necro or maybe Druid, but Druid can't do as much dungeon type stuff. Necro can like do it all. Zukin says we got the Lich form working in Monsters and Memories fairly recently. Nice. And it's super cool because you become a skeleton version of whatever race you are. Look at that. Improving on the original design. Vision attained. That's awesome. I always said it was stupid how I can like summon a skeleton pet made out of all Ixar skeleton bones, but the skeleton looks like a human. Ooh, Kazuma just asked what's Monsters and Memories. So Monsters and Memories is basically an indie developed MMO that is staying true to the vision of EverQuest and just tactfully improving upon it. I don't know what all changes or like differences they've made because I haven't played the playtest in like super long. Smashy Up says Necro, Bard, Mage, Druid, probably best starter classes. Can solo great and don't need gear. Yes. Yeah, you can definitely keep going with the Bard. Don't let us dissuade you. I just don't like the playstyle personally. It's way too many buttons. My aging gamer wrists can't handle it. Monsters and Memories is what Pantheon was supposed to be before they screwed it up. Oh, did I say that? Did I say that out loud? Whoops. Before Brad McQuaid passed away, and then they just like, I don't know, tried to turn it into an extraction shooter for a little bit and then went, oh shit, the backlash is too much, and then went back to trying to make it a regular game. I just don't like bards because they freaking show up to a zone and then they just take all the mobs. And then poor little SSF players like me are like, where's all the mobs? And then they're like, you can pull off of my train, don't worry. And then you pull one mob off their train and you're soloing it, and then the bard is stupid and they die, and then that entire train comes after you. True story that happened to me live on stream right here on twitch.tv/mmocracy. Like and subscribe. It happened at Raptors, actually. I was super pissed. I've gotten other people killed, though, too. Like old Juke, whom I have not seen online in probably over a year. I think Druid is the perfect, like, first ever starter class, though. Because once you get teleports, you can just go, like, wherever you want. So if you just want to, like, see the world without having to, I don't know, all the pain that goes with seeing the world, Druid is, like, super perfect for that. Colin says, "Oh my god, I tried to never be that bard. The zone disrupts." Yeah, I went to Raptors one time to try to farm my pet, and there was a bard out there had all the Raptors. See if this deflux knocks his root off. Nope. Yeah, Druid is like Druid's perfect for if you play and you have small kids, because you can go do a quad kite and then just sit quietly in a corner while you, like, I don't know, read a story to your kids or make them lunch or whatever, and then come back to your computer and do another quad kite. Druid's like a teleworking class. You could like quad and then med while you answer emails, and then come back 20 minutes later and do another quad. Probably should have opened up with a snare there. Yeah, druids start really slow. Like Medic said, it takes till you're probably 29, I think, or 34. Actually, no, once you hit 18, 19, whenever you can go to Eastern Karana and do the animal charm on the dogs out there, that's whenever they start getting good. College says, true story, I took my newbie bard in the 20s to Kunark to do LOIO and stuff via boat to OT outpost, and was getting hate tells right as I zone in just for being a bard. I totally believe that. Get out of here, bard. We don't like your kind here. You've ruined your own lands. Norath is the most racist place ever. Bards are kind of cool in group too, because they still have like mez, they still give mana. They have like a lot of good group benefits, obviously. At least you didn't pick like wizard. Does anybody play wizard? I feel like wizard has got to be. What do you guys think the worst class in P99 era is? Casual says I have a 60 whiz on blue. Oh my gosh, God bless you. You couldn't pay me to play a wizard. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see, casual. Oh, it's Kern Stern says, like, generally, are you talking like rating? I mean, I guess kind of across the board, like leveling experience all the way up to end game / rating. Yeah, Druid's probably up there. Even though, well, I think Druid is great as like a beginner class because you can travel anywhere and you can go do a lot of quests and see the world. But like you're going to hit a point where if you really love this game where Druid is not going to fulfill you because they're not good for end game groups and raiding. Casual says it is fun in bursts of 30 seconds every 20 minutes. Yeah. Colin says worst probably Rogue or Ranger. Ooh, I forgot about Ranger. Yeah, Ranger didn't get fixed until what? Velius? Or I mean, Lucklin? When did Ranger actually like come into its own? Because I feel like right in this era, like Ranger is not good. They got Bow AAs and Lucklin, yeah. That's probably when they started not sucking as much. Smashy Up says headshot with POP. Wasn't it post POP when they fixed it so bow was viable? Range DPS. Yeah, I imagine it's probably like combo of AAs and then things being kind of balanced around the Lucklin POP era. I think Ranger is cool for like the class fantasy though. I really like the outdoorsman. You know, you got the travel spells, you got the dual wielding the swords, the Legolas style fantasy. Zakori, Zakoral. Hey, I was recently checking your YouTube to see if you had published getting to 60 yet. Funny to see you log on. Yeah, I've been overseas. So I just got back a couple weeks ago and finally got back to streaming again. But I'm glad you could catch the stream. That's awesome. I'm glad that people are still checking out the YouTube as well, even though it hasn't been active. Smashy says, I remember I could volley arrows and headshot on my ranger on live. It was sick for power leveling. Nice. Oh, thank you for the follow. It is so good to be back. Streaming is like my true love, my passion. It's so much fun. All right, let's open with a snare this time. I don't want to root him too close down there because there is a pat. Okay, we got off to a rocky start, but I feel like now things are going pretty smoothly. Oh shit, when is that pat coming? I always forget about the pat. Colin says, what do I know? I regularly play tank on my bard. Tank bard? I had a tank cleric one time in Mistmore, and it was super cool. The battle cleric, that's like one of my favorite like off-brand weird EQ things you can do is the battle cleric. Okay, I'm hoping I see something spawn right here. Because if it doesn't... Oh, okay, we got so lucky. I thought that was the pat that was coming. Colin says, play it in high aggro songs only when can't find a real tank and only on trash pulls. Yeah. I did something similar in WoW Classic. I actually tanked on my hunter. Because I could never find tanks. So I respec my hunter to be like a hunter tank, and it actually worked. It only worked for 5-mans, and it only worked because I was in full tier 2. But it worked. Isn't it the worst when your dots wear off and your enemy has like 8% left? Oh, I have made an error. We're gonna get the pat here in like a minute. But at least I recognize that I made an error, so I can prepare for it. Collins says, same with Battle Cleric, done that a few times, and the group had 2 clerics with no tank, and that stun that your cleric was told to never use because it pulls aggro. It does pull aggro. Yeah, you have like, don't you have Flash of Light too? It works surprisingly well, and especially if you're fighting undead. You have like Flash of Light, undead nukes to stun. Okay, we're gonna get the pat. I can just run back and meet the pat because I don't have anything spawning for 7 minutes. I'm gonna dump a bunch of mana into this guy to try to kill him faster. And Splurt just wore off him, so... I'm gonna dump some mana into this guy as well. Which, after they're dead, I have like a huge long rest period, so... I have heard about this. Collins, the Necro tank, where you life tap, you can use Vexing Mordinia. There's the... I've done tap tanking a little bit at lower levels, because you also have that Vampiric Embrace spell. That's why I think Necros are so cool, because they have like 5 different ways they can kill stuff. You have tap tanking, root rotting, fear kiting, pet tank and spank, charming. Like, Necro is like the variety class. You can do a little bit of everything. I'm friggin' root rotting enemies at like 2 ends of this tunnel. Actually, this guy might... Oh no, he's gonna need another splurt. And I'm gonna top off my health. Where's Vexing Mordinia? There it is. Oh, you get back here. I'm gonna top off my health because I got a long time to med here. Colin says, I just like trying all the things with whatever class, and sometimes you just need a roll filled. Yeah. I've been a main healer in a group actually on a Necro before. It was a long time ago, but I've done it. Symphonic Saber. That sounds like a bard weapon. Well, there you go. What was it? Who's the guy playing the bard? I haven't seen a chat in a while. Kazuma. If you want this weapon, Kazuma, you can have it. It's a bard weapon. It gives you 10 charisma, actually. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure I just swallowed a bug. Oh, this is these power beads of the mourner. Oh, prayer beads of the mourner. I'm pretty sure this is for the holiday event. Yeah, that bug flew right into my mouth. It's in my throat right now. If you were paying attention, I like waved a bug away about 30 seconds ago, and now it's in my throat. Colin says, seen some Necros do great main heal. Same as Bard Tank. Yeah, Kazuma, just come to Chardock. No, I can meet you in Field of Bone at some point. Where do you turn these in at? For those of you guys that have been playing, do you know where to turn in these the mourner prayer beads? Sparkle Gem says Tox Rings. Oh no, I can't go there. I guess I gotta hit level 60 before what is it? It's over like November 12th or something. I'll just cancel my flight to see my mom. And I'll get the poop socks out. Which I'm probably gonna have to order a new set of poop socks on Amazon. You need beads, locket, and ring. As a 5 bard who's never played EQ, I don't think Fill the Bone will be easy, yeah. He would need help. Dude, getting from Field of Bone up to or getting from like Emerald Jungle up into Field of Bone is freaking terrifying. I have like really awesome core memories of doing that back in the day. I would like leave Kunark on my level 20 monk and then get ported back to Emerald Jungle and be freaking scared shitless trying to get back to Field of Bone. Imagine Kinos to Feel the Bone on my first tune. Dude, just getting from Kinos to Hollis. Because my first tune... Oh, shit. My first tune was a human warrior in Kinos. And just getting to Hollis was like scary as shit. It's actually kind of a cool weapon. Charisma 10, int 5, damage 11, delay 23, affects symphonic harmony. What does symphonic harmony do? Symphonic harmony drifts across your target's body, causing forgetfulness. Oh, it's like a memblur. Decrease hate by 100. This says this spell is cast by NPCs only. I'm not buying it. It says that you have symphonic harmony on this symphonic saber. That's me getting my root broke. That's me getting beat up. Colin says, my first tomb was a human ranger in Surefall, and I rage quit for 2 days because the exit to the zone looked to me like a dungeon entrance. That's such an EQ thing. I couldn't even find my way out of Kinos. I was standing in Kinos, like looking around, and then finally a dwarf found me. And he was like, are you lost? And I was like, yeah, I don't know where to go. And he's like, here, I'll take you to the entrance. And he took me to the entrance at Kinos, and I looked out at the newbie garden, and I saw all the players like fighting. Like I remember seeing a bat explode with like the fire spell. Somebody had just cast a fire spell on a bat. And then I just like looked around at all the players out there, and it hit me with like this magic EQ moment where I was like, oh, this is like the coolest thing ever. Because prior to that, like none of the games were graphical that I had played. They were all like MUDs that are text based. I was hooked. From that moment on, I was hooked, and here I am, what, 25 years later, still doing it. Wongton Fui. I remember seeing a wizard killing guards on my first day, and I was like, whoa, this guy must be a serious badass. That's true. I remember that too, seeing guard killers and being like, wow, this guy's so high level. Killing guards is like the best way to make money and level up. Wong says, looking back on it, he was probably like level 24. Yeah. I know, Zukin. I wish I could do Felwythe guards. Although it's probably always camped. Yep, if there's somebody there like right now, I would never get that camp. I would rage. You guys have seen me rage when I don't get camps. Mainly because being Kunark-Only, if I don't get a camp, I have to run like so freaking far to find another camp. I remember one stream, I spent the entire stream running around Kunark just looking for somewhere to level. Oh no. Spell interrupted. And my buff wore off. I like doing Grob on my enchanter. Grob guards. It's pretty good money. Long Tongue Fooey, thanks for the follow. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Those of you guys that have been around like a long time, I don't know if there's any long time viewers. I used to stream on my enchanter like all the time. That was like the headset microphone days. Like I didn't have a green screen. All I had was like this dingy headset microphone. I didn't have a webcam. And yet somehow I ended up with like 25, 30 viewers regularly in my stream. Of course, that was back in like the COVID days when there was a lot of people watching Twitch. Wong says Enchanter is bae. Yeah, I love my Enchanter. I can do Skyfire Trash, Collins, but it is incredibly tedious without Spirit of Wolf. And they do drop spells, you're right. But there was a period where I was like still trying to find all these spells. And I was like going all over the place, and I was spell hunting, and then I finally came to the conclusion that I was like, I have all the spells I need to hit level 60, so why don't I just go hit level 60, and then once I'm 60, like, I can buy the spells. Because yeah, I called it the Spell Hunt series. It's on my YouTube. There's probably like 10 or 12 videos of me just like running around looking for spells. And then I was like, nah. The drop rates are too bad. Yeah, supposedly one of my viewers was going to give me J boots whenever I hit 60, but it's taken me so long to hit 60 that he doesn't even have EQ installed anymore. I talked to him recently. He's completely quit. Colin says, I pulled Skyfire Trash to the Burning Woods zone line before, just not on Necro, but it can't be that bad. Yeah, no J boots. This character is solo self-found Kunark-Only. He has never left Kunark. Yeah, it's been quite a trip. You ever want to know where to camp something on, like, where to go to solo level in Kunark, just let me know. I can tell you every camp that I know about. I probably know camps that... Oh, come on, dude. I probably know camps that a lot of people don't, just by virtue of having to go find all these niche, weird spots to level. What's up, dude? Godflow? We are back. Yes, I'm back. I missed you guys. I do have an OT hammer. I've got it right here. So I have Circlet of Shadows. I camped that. I got the OT hammer. I got the earring off of Rock Gus. The 7th rank Necro skull cap. Sheer Bone Mask came off the Ogre in Timorous Deep. He's around level 35. Oh wait, Skull of Torture this came from Kern's Tower. Bat Skull Earring was Chief Uwamp or Great Uwamp out in TD. Dazak Begirding. I think I got this here. I think this dropped here in Chardok. Rotbone Bracelet, I'm pretty sure that's Droga. Down near for the arms, down near for the gloves. The arms, gloves, robe, and pants and shoes are all from down there. Bracer of the Hidden from Sarnak Fort. Obsidian Ring of Quintessence is City of Mist. Sarnak Ceremonial Dagger was Sarnak Fort. Tome of the Eternal. Where did I get Tome of the Eternal at? I actually made a spreadsheet of all the gear I needed to find, but it like kind of ran out pretty quick. Like what I had in my mind was like I'd be out doing these like epic gear hunts and all these crazy quests, and really the only epic gear hunt I had was down there. But if you wanna know what somebody who can navigate down near blindfolded looks like, right here. I've spent so many hours in down there on this character. A lot of people like avoid the shit out of that zone, and I know like so much about it. Yeah, a lot of people are like, I freaking hate that zone. Yep, Collins just said I hate that zone, and I'm over here like I love down there. I think it's Stockholm syndrome. I think I spent so many hours there that my brain said you love it now. Oh, I hate it when it does that. This little ledge blocks line of sight. And if you don't time your route right, it gets caught right in there as it lands. Let's see. Colin says you have FD though, is probably required for the wall hack mobs. Yeah, there's some weird shit that happens in down there. Like, if you're down on the 3rd floor, you can see mobs from the floors above you, like clipping through the walls. It's such a crazy zone. That's also where I got the visceral dagger. That's actually a really cool video on my YouTube. I think that's the one I was talking about earlier, where I camped it for like hours. Oh shit. Ow. Okay. I need distance. I need Vexing Mordinia up like now. If he gets even like one more swing on me, I'm dead. Two root breaks in a row. We'll do that. Okay, I got my mana skin back. Vexing Mordinia is ticking, so we're good. There's gonna be a respawn. I just don't know where at. I think it's down there. Yeah, that quest, the Visceral Dagger quest, was like the only real like solo self-found thing I did on this whole challenge. I kind of messed up by locking myself to Kunark. It's not nearly as sexy as it sounds. There's really not that much to do, believe it or not. Like, I wish I had not done Kunark-Only. I would have had way more like quests and things. But then I'm Ixar, so I wouldn't have been able to like go get a bunch of quests. Yeah, Grockness Earring for GCD. I was actually trying to do that, and then I got lucky with the Bracer of the Hidden, so I didn't do it. Otherwise, that was like gonna be my go-to GCD item. I do need to do the Gazugi ring. You're right. I've just been rocking the Ghetto Circlet of Shadows. How hard is that Gazugi ring to get? I don't think it's that hard, right? Oh my gosh. I need to go to the exit. I totally forgot about the pat. Smashy Up says I just super easy. I just sit on the single spawn and usually get one in a few hours. I tell you what, I think I'm actually gonna go try to do that today because I've been meaning to get that. Where is that? Lake of Ill Omen? Yeah, I'm gonna go try to do that here actually, like right now. I just need to kill this guy. Colin says peeps get Gazugi in first hour, others spend days there. I fall in the days category. That sucks. If you lose the placeholder, you got to find it again, which sucks. Yeah. So what you're saying is like go pee now. What's the fastest way to Lake of Ill Omen from where I'm at? I think I'd have to run back through Dreadlands. Probably DK says Dreadlands, yeah. I wonder if somebody's camping it right now. Yeah, there's somebody out there. I bet you there's somebody camping it. You know what other camp I need to do is the cool staff from K Sora. This guy says yes. Should I be like, well, freaking leave because I'm coming? No, I'm not like that. Yeah, I actually really want that ring. Yeah, pack it up. I'm on the way. Bitch. Is it nighttime in real life or in EverQuest? In EverQuest, it is 1 a.m. In real life, it is 4 p.m. for me. Oh, yeah, Levant. Smashy with the Necro knowledge. This guy Necros. Throat says I'm not at the double spawn, I'm at a single spawn. Levant's like a zone-wide Necro teleport, but it only works at night. It will take you to a specific spot in a zone. Yeah, sucker. Ow, bit me in the ass. I think I have shit spawning behind me too. It is super random. Long, like, Necros are the king of random ass weird spells. They get all kinds of like weird utility spells. So what does this mean? Oh, there's 3 spawns, right? So I could like go hunt down the placeholders for the double spawn, maybe? I'm gonna give that a shot. Plus, like, who knows? Maybe that guy will leave. College says, I hated my first Necro. I rolled in a guild alt group and I had to watch everyone deal with it when I could only self-invis as we traveled. Why is experience so freaking slow on this game? Let's see, do I have Levant? I do have Levant. What a weird name for a spell, too. Alright, I'm going to... I'm gonna hit the head real quick before I start this. Be right back. Why does that say starting soon? It's not starting soon. Wait. Now it says be right back. Smashy Up says, oh no, it's gonna be too late. Okay, alright, we're going for it then. We gotta, oh my gosh, it's already 2 a.m. We got a hammer. Breglin. That's Breglin. I know that guy, guys. That's Breglin. I know that guy. Sarnig. Oh, I don't want to hammer off him. He's too Chad. Hopefully the hammer procs. Breglin. Breglin, I'm gonna hammer. He's trying to cast POTG on me. Hopefully it lands right, and then I hammer. Oh yeah, I should be fearing, you're right. Oh my gosh. Nice, I have so now. Thank you, Breglin. Okay. Oh no. Oh jeez. Shit. Oh my gosh. I have 4 freaking mobs. I'm running away. It was at this moment. Okay, I think we'll just... I got so now. So I think I'm just gonna nix the Hammer Levant idea because it's already probably... It's like, oh, it's only 2 a.m. Note to self, Necro can't quad kite. Yeah, to be fair, I picked a really stupid spot to try to hammer. Normally I come like out here where there's not nearly as much stuff. But I'm in a rush because I gotta pee. My freaking eyeballs are floating. Okay. One sec. I'm gonna eat like a little fun-sized Twix bar here for energy. Hope that FD didn't fail. Yeah, I looked at it right before I walked away because I was thinking that you're not you when you're hungry. Oh, Paralyzing Earth just wore off. I wonder if that thing's aggroed on me now. Yeah, always fails like at the worst possible time. Thanks for the POTG. Dude, Charm Break, Root Break is the worst thing ever. I swear this game is programmed to break Charm and Root in the same tick. Like there's like a 50% higher chance of that happening. I kind of made it up. So the question Collins asked was, did I make up the rule set? I think I looked into what other people had done and then like, ow, 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 ow. Okay, this is dumb. Why am I doing this? I looked into what other people... Oh shit. Oh, there's a skeleton. Other people were doing, and then I like just did the same thing. Or I adapted it. So, for example, for the first like 50 some levels, I did not take any reses. Oh no. That's the button I wanted. And then I got a yeah, you're right, Collins. I'm playing like a total noob because I haven't played this game in forever. I think I was like level 54 and I died to a disconnect and I was like, I'm done not taking reses. So I take my own res. Everything else is pretty standard. Oh my gosh. Ow, ow. And I think I didn't take buffs for a long time and then I finally said, yeah, I'm not going to beg buffs. Like I don't go to people and be like, will you give me a SO? Will you give me a POTG? Like I don't beg them, but if people run by and they buff me, I'm like, that's cool. Do I have enough time to cast DMF? Do I allow sack of others? No, I don't even have the spell actually. So I haven't messed around with the sack mechanic. Wong says, yeah, Chad, get this man some streamer privilege EEs. Yep, give me all your EEs. Ophion, there's a name I have not heard in many years. What's up, Ophion? Good to see you. And yeah, you're right, Collins. No corpse summon because that drops in Split Paw, I think. I think it's Split Paw. Yeah, I started taking reses because I was dying to like disconnects and things outside my control, and then I was like, yeah, whatever. Res is a res, who cares? I'd probably still be like level 55 if I hadn't taken reses. Don't crash, don't crash. Hey look, it's a bard. How did I know there'd be a bard in here running circles? There is a plant, there is a plant nuke spell called defoliation. And I've found it once, but it's also one of the trade spells where you can trade it in to get a different spell, so I had to make the tough decision to get rid of the plant only nuke spell in the hopes of getting a better, more useful spell. And I did. I got, I think, Thrall of Bones for it. I think somebody earlier asked where I was going. I'm going to Lake of Omen to do the Goblin Kazugi ring, hopefully. And then if I get that, that would make doing Howling Stones a lot easier. I used to level out here quite a bit too. The old KC North Wall. Just realized I still have my hammer on. There's also like a skeleton ruin right over here. Right there, you can like barely see the top of it. I think that's it. No, that's a pillar, but there's a skeleton ruin over there that I used to do. Colin says, I thought there was a quest for a specific neck-only spell that's as useless as the plant nuke. There might be. Man, that Twix was really good. This stream is not endorsed by Twix, but if anybody from the Mars Candy Association is watching, I will gladly take your sponsorship. Could I get in trouble for doing this on Twitch? Do they get onto you for that now? That... oh shit. That wood elf staring me in the face kind of scared me. I thought he was going to aggro me. Oh, he's green conned anyway. Smashy Up says, you can mark your stream for drugs and alcohol. I think vape falls under that. What kind of degenerates would I draw in if I mark my stream for drugs and alcohol? Oh wait, it's you guys. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Smashy Up says me. There's that one streamer. I think he plays Pantheon now. But that dude freaking would get like wasted on stream. Alpha, shit, what's his name? Alpha something. I don't know if he still plays. I haven't watched Twitch in forever. But I would like go into a stream and he'd have like the beer counter up and he'd be on like beer 14. I'm like, dude. Alpha Cyanide, yep. Smashy Up remembers. Hopefully he's doing okay. Drinking that heavy is not Not good. I know because I used to do it. I'm almost 5 years sober. I actually started streaming after I quit drinking. It was like kind of my cope. It was my cope. Smash says I think he had bad health problems as well. That sucks. Goblin Kazugi, let's go. Ophion says he was streaming the other day. That's good. Well, at least he's healthy enough to stream. I was starting to get some really bad health problems from not really bad, but like you could tell it was like taking its toll on me. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. Smash, are you still playing P99 or did you jump ship to like one of the other servers? I think a lot of people were on Quorum when I left. Or Hero's Journey. Everybody was on Hero's Journey, and I want to say, I'm looking something up real quick. Quorum had dipped down below green a few weeks ago whenever I was checking things out again. I think the Quorum hype is kind of over with. Okay, so I want to say this is where you gotta go. It's like somewhere in here. So there's this very high-tech picture here that I'm gonna try to find where this is. I should probably summon like a pet. Zukin asks, did you hear about all the stuff that went on with the Hero's Journey? I kind of loosely followed it. Like, didn't they get C&D'd or like they got like shut down, right? And I was actually playing Turtle WoW, and Turtle WoW got sued as well. They got like Rico acted. Blizzard is going after Turtle WoW hard. Ophion says I've been playing Aaron Shore lately. I kind of want to look into that. That could definitely cross over. I could do that on stream here. People would probably watch that. Same with Valheim. Smashy mentioned Valheim. I too have indulged in some Valheim. I feel like there's some decent crossover here on that. Okay, so I gotta figure out where this is at. Colin says they got sued by Daybreak and shut down. Daybreak got butthurt because they fired up a new TLP and nobody joined because everybody's playing THJ. I mean, maybe Daybreak should do something new because that's what Hero's Journey did. Like Daybreak has been doing the same TLP rinse and repeat for like time immemorable. What's going on here? Just shit ton of goblins like chasing somebody. Oh, it's a bard. Okay, I have no idea where this placeholder is. So this Is it? It looks like it's like right here. Smash It says there should be Lokes. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Lake of Ill Omen, next to the lake, number 9. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, so oh, there we go. There's a map. Perfect. It looks like there's one at the very end of these pillars. Yeah, I think that these private servers, the ones that live are the ones like P99 that don't do dumb shit like take a bunch of quote unquote donations. And the ones that end up getting sued and get like shut down are the ones that are making like money hand over fist off of people. Colin says FV side of that quad pillar. I really like the goblin like sound effects. Ah! Colin says, to be fair, the THJ server was actually rewarding donations with in-game items, which other EME servers don't do. Yeah. When you start screwing around with that kind of stuff, that's when you're playing with fire. And it's the same with Turtlewa. Like, Turtlewa was making, I'm sure, a ton of money. And when you start turning a profit off of other people's IPs, like, what do you expect the company to do? Okay, so what are the... Goblin Brawler, Goblin Skirmisher... Yeah, we're just gonna kill a ton of stuff here and then hope for the best. I've got POTG, what am I doing? I'm like not shooting anything with any of my mana. I think that's actually one of the spawns. I think this guy just spawned. I think we got one of the placeholders. Colin says right near there is one of the spawn spots. The one in the image that you showed is the right at that spot. Yeah. Set your pet to guard. Okay. Guard here, Vibicab. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Look at Vibicab diligently guarding this spot. Did any of you guys play Hero's Journey? Like I wanted to, but I'm too invested in green. Oh yeah, we're golden. I just gotta move him over here. Like, I think he spawned right about here. Follow. Guard. Ophion says, oh yeah, it was the best EQ experience I've ever had. That's so sad that it was like that good. And it got shut down. I really wish I had done it in retrospect, even though knowing that it like could have got shut down or whatever. Vivicab, what are you doing, dude? Why is he not attacking? Ophion said I would pay for it, no questions asked. No kidding. What was your class? I think we were at one point I was theory crafting on this stream, like what would be the best class, because it was 3 classes, right? You could have 3. Oh no. They're gonna get away, Vivicab. You gotta pay attention. I think we had figured out it was like something with feigned death, like monk, enchanter, shaman, or something like that. Colin says, I missed trying THJ before I got nuked. I just heard about the lawsuit the other day. Ophion had a Necro Mage Beastmaster. Nice. Then switched to Monk Warrior Beastmaster. That sounds pretty cool too. And was like everything soloable? Like you could solo all the raid bosses? And what expansion did it go up to? I wish you could zoom out more on this client. POP, nice. Yeah, that would be kind of fun to go through all the flags on POP like solo. Alright, I need some of that stream luck. What is it? We're looking for a Sarnak Courier. Apparently it's super ultra rare though to even get it off the courier, which sucks. I think this is further than I've ever gotten though. I don't think I've ever even actually found the spawn. Wong, thanks for the follow. Glad you could catch some of the stream. You can zoom out with shift. Oh yeah, this guy right here. It's like really hard to play in this though. That part I do know. Rare chance to spawn, rare drop. I've seen couriers, but no ring. This is actually an item that I've wanted for a really long time. I think I used to camp this on my druid, or try to camp it. Huh, somehow I managed to roll a max level pet. It was meant to be. I never get a max level pet on the first try. Smash says Howling Stones is way easier with this ring. That's what I was thinking. It would be really good to get this. I actually really want to quit doing this. I just bought it when I got home for the hell of it. I got my Zins. I need to get back to my old habits, not my new habits. Colin says there's another spawn point, but it's in the middle of wandering mobs and hard to find the actual placeholder. Yeah, I think I lucked out with this one. I can't believe I've been streaming Misterbestfrend since September of 2023. It's like 2 years that I've off and on worked on this guy. And my old streams were like so jank. Let me try to find one. I've got so many freaking videos on YouTube. I gotta watch out. I don't want to let my I don't want to let my placeholder go. Hopefully I didn't lose him already. Oh, there he is. Yeah, this is like... Look how jank I was. Headset, microphone. Freaking... Oh, wait, you can't see me. Like... Wait. There we go. That's like what my old stream looked like right there. Fake green screen. I didn't even have the real green screen yet. Headset, microphone. Well, X-Huck Nasty back then too, before I took up the MMocracy moniker. A little bit of branding that I haven't like done a whole lot with actually. I need to like get some emotes and all that. Things that kind of play into the MMocracy brand, I guess. My problem is consistency because the freaking military makes me go to all these different places and I can't stay in one place for long enough to like build up a following or do the things I want to do with my stream, but it is what it is. Your work's got to come first. It's not like I make money off of streaming. I did buy a pair of boots. Thank you guys for everybody that donated, everybody that subbed at some point throughout the last few years. I did actually buy a really baller set of boots that I took out to the desert with me, and they were super comfortable. And I wore them every day. So if you subbed or donated at any point, I literally had you with me every step of the way. So I do appreciate that. I did play a little bit of Valheim while I was out there too. I wouldn't mind getting back into some Valheim. Colin says P99 is hexproof on live. Can't you put your pet on auto aggro near the mobs? I think you can, yeah. Because I've got him on guard, but he's not like auto killing anything. I don't think it's hexproof. Isn't there a huge like controversy with like a certain character or guild or something that like always knows whenever certain mobs are spawning or something like that? I feel like I was reading something about that. Like there was some drama. Smash says I have a dedicated server on Valheim. Nice. We had one of those on here for a little bit. We didn't play it very much though. They've made a lot of changes to Valheim. I actually don't know a third of what is going on with it anymore. Get him. Get him, Vibicab. Now the real question is how long am I going to wait just to see a courier? And then how many couriers am I going to have to kill to get the ring? There we go. I put up a courier count. Smash says their full release is next year and they're releasing on PlayStation. And the last biome is sometime next year. I didn't even know they were still adding stuff. That's cool. I'm so bummed because Monsters and Memories is going to launch and I'm not even going to be able to really play it until probably 3 or 4 months after launch. So I'm going to miss out on like the big rush and all the everybody doesn't know anything period that's so freaking magical in an MMO pre-wiki. You guys should like DMC any wikis. Like if a wiki comes out, Zukin, you guys should just sue the shit out of them. Don't let anybody have a wiki. Yeah, I'm sure there's already a wiki. I remember there was a wiki even on like the first or second playtest. It didn't have shit in it. Maybe you guys can submit my character creation guide to the wiki where I tell everybody they have to make a goblin. Zukin says there's a wiki and some other dude just started another one that works differently. It's going to be the war of the wikis. Whose wiki will take over? Somebody's trying to get them Alakazam bucks. Imagine you were the dude that made Alakazam way back in the day, man. Like that shit turned into Wowhead. A lot of people don't know that, but Alakazam... Let me fact check myself. I'm pretty sure Wowhead was like was Alakazam like owned or whatever. Yeah. Wowhead is owned and operated by Zam Network. Just imagine you got in early on that and you made all that money. Do you guys have like a oh shit. Zukin says one of the guys on the team used to work at Curse. Are you guys starting to make like preparations for launch with like YouTube or Twitch to try to get like on the front page? It would be really cool if Monsters and Memories brought like a whole new generation of people to like old school MMOs. Kind of like how Souls games kind of taught people that it's okay for games to be hard again. It would be neat if Monsters and Memories kind of did that with MMOs. Like, it's okay for MMOs to have death penalties. It's okay for MMOs to have corpse runs. Oh, whatever happened with the, not botting, what's the other word for boxing? Whatever happened with the boxing debate? Have you guys said anything about that? Like, what you guys are going to do with boxing? Because that was like a huge debate. Some people want it, some people don't. Nice. Zukin says the plan is to have servers with rule sets to allow or disallow, yeah. I think that's the best like compromise. And then if all the boxers want to go chill on a server with boxes and they can all run their stupid little trains of people around together, like whatever. Here's your server to do that and have fun. If you guys can't tell, I don't really like boxing. I think it detracts from MMOs. Just play where it allows you to play the way you want. Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, now you can't like complain because you have it. And then the people with that don't want boxing, they can't complain. I think P99 is a good example of like why no box servers can work. People are going to try to like circumvent it though. I don't know, I'm excited. Yeah, I won't be able to play at launch, but as soon as I can, I'll be on there. Speed running to try to catch up to everybody. I mean, if you look at MMOs, like, I don't know, look at P99. Like, if you started 3 months after P99 launched, in the grand scheme of things, it's been going for like 15, 16 years. Like, it's not that big of a deal. That's kind of how I feel with Monsters and Memories. So, like, if I have to start 3 months late, it's better than starting 3 years late. Colin says people get hooked, especially on live TLPs. They get groups, and after a while, everyone else leaves. So either leave too or box to do group stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the downside. Is if you have no box servers, whenever the population diminishes, it creates like a death spiral because now you can't find groups to do stuff. Get him, Vibicab. I think the thing that I really want to see the most in Monsters and Memories is that giant like underground area that has me super interested. It's like an Underdark style area. Hopefully it's in at launch. I forget the name of it. I'm actually trying to look it up right now. The Deep? Is that it? I don't know. I can't take my eyes off the screen because these freaking monsters spawn. Zukin says the Deep. Yeah, just the general underworld. Yeah, it's like the Underdark. That'd be really cool to get out there and explore. Colin says, I get no box on P99. You can almost always find groups for stuff at any level. Because nothing past Lucum, but some servers, if you need a Holy Trinity and the server population goes down, box is like the only choice, yeah. Got a couple deep zones in the works at the moment, nice. Where did the goblins start at? That's what I want to know. What was the name of the town in the playtest? Something Harbor? Night Harbor? Man, I'm actually stoked to get in there and see what all you guys have done because I haven't played a playtest in probably 2 years. And I remember just like running around Night Harbor and imagining like how much stuff you guys were gonna cram in there. Colin says, I don't like the box playstyle and I hate when it's abused to camp rares or disrupt zones, but I get why some people do it. Yeah, I just know on like TLPs it's really annoying because you go to a camp. TLPs are just an annoying period, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I can't believe I've played them as much as I have. Because you have to do that stupid like instancing where you like instance from one to another to another. And it used to be when you would like instance from one dungeon instance to another, you would just pop up in the same spot where you were. And like people would just show up and try to take your camp from you. I don't know if I'll ever play another TLP. I've done enough of them. I played that one last year a lot. I forget what it was called. I think I got it out of my system though. I've probably still got like 8 or 10 chrono on there. I got like the Spirit Rack cord. It was worth like 4 or 5 chrono. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel real. It feels like EQ light. Like I remember going down into Kesora and like camping something at the bottom of Kesora, and it just didn't feel like you were actually at the bottom of Kesora. Versus on P99, you go like all the way down into Down the Air or all the way down into Kesora. You feel like you're down there, and you feel scared. I never felt like that same level of tension on a TLP. Yeah, if you guys are interested in M&M, go ahead and give Zukin Sculpts a follow, because he actually works on the game. He sculpts. He makes assets for the game. Man, that's rough. Oh, this says early access January 2026. That's like right when I go to that class. When you guys ran that one playtest, I remember telling my wife, she was my girlfriend then, but she's my wife now. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be around this weekend, sorry. And I like poop socked 12 hours a day of M&M for 2 days straight. Zukin says, grats, thank you. Because I think prior to that, that was the weekend playtest. Prior to that, we'd only had like 1 or 2 couple hour long stress test type deals. And the game was like barely playable, I think. That's not like a knock or a dig, it was just so early. The lag was kind of bad. I think it's still, Collins asked if it's live, if the game is live now or still only open for set playtest. I think it's still only open for set playtest because I got an email that there's one going. I think it starts Saturday and it goes for like 10 days, which is probably the longest one they've done, or at least the longest one I've seen them do. Zukin says, oh, there's the courier. I'm never gonna be able to loot him in this mess of bodies. Are you? Oh, he fucking got me. mother effer. I'm trying to swear. It dropped a bloodstone ring. I got like so excited. I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" I got it on the first try. What is this hand? Ixar left hand. Oh my gosh, back to back courier spawns? And he dropped the stupid bloodstone ring. Is that like a troll? Is like the game like troll you? Wait, was that the right one? Yeah, I heard the jingle. Collins plays. I have it. Says I have an account and I played one of the tests, but I don't know if that's alpha or something else. Oh, Ixar left hand is for the Shackle of Rock. There's a few different junk drink rings. He won't have the ring unless the mob is glowing. Okay. No, he's getting away. Don't let him get away. Has anybody played Pantheon recently? Is it any good? We should start some like Eminem Pantheon beef on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna start drama. It would be kind of fun too, though. Zakoral says it's alive and well. That's good. I mean, anybody that's making like an old school MMO. Oh no, the beef is alive and well. Nice. Collins asks, is Pantheon even being developed anymore without Brad? So it went through, this is what I know, and feel free in the chat to fill in the gaps, but it went through like this weird phase after old Brad Dad passed away, may he rest in peace. And they like tried to turn it into like an extraction shooter type game, or an extraction, I don't know, PvP VE game. And then the backlash was like significant, and then they like completely reversed course and actually put the game up online for like people to play persistently, not like a little limited test, but to actually have it online like all the time. But I don't know really where it's at. Let me see. Pantheon Steam charts. 614 players right now, so they're averaging about as many people as are on P99 Green, at least on Steam. I don't know if they have a standalone client or if they're Steam only. A friend of mine tried to give me like a beta key to it, but it was right before I deployed, and I told him I wasn't probably going to use it. So I skipped out on it, but every stream that I watched of it, it did not look very... It didn't like look like it would like grab me. Colin says, here's an original plan, turn it into another PUBG clone because that's never been done before, and that will make the investors happy. Yeah, they were super thrilled about that, by the way. It wasn't PUBG, it was Tarkov. It was like trying to be like Tarkov, which I've never played that game or those style of games. Apparently people really do like them. But I don't know how you would go from like old school EQ style MMO to Tarkov. Like there's no, to me, there's no like crossover for that market. It's not like you're making like a PUBG game and then you go to a Tarkov game. It's like you're making EQ with better graphics and then you go to a totally new genre. Alright, I need some of that streamer luck here. Maybe all I have to do is say, this is my last spawn, and then I'm logging off. I think I have Collins Plays luck right now. Collins says you could do like a WoW Battlegrounds with a Tarkov style. Yeah, exactly. Like you could make a WoW Battleground and turn it into a Tarkov, or like a Dota and turn it into a Tarkov game. I don't know how you would get old school EQ players to jump on board of a game like that, though. Zukin says that's how you get the GM shadowing you to hit the spawn name button for sure. Hey, for all I know, that's what happened with my Visceral Dagger. I was camping that shit for like 6 hours, and then I was like, okay, I have to go. Get off of me. Colin says, no, I'm the one who has the bad luck. Trust me, it sticks with me and doesn't ever transfer to others. I had good luck on WoW. On WoW Classic. I got the leaf for the Hunter Bow quest, and I finished it. And then the same day that I finished that, I went to the cave in Winter Spring where the quiver drops off the elites, and I got the quiver like 5 kills in. I had insane luck on WoW Classic. I don't have anything to do, so you guys are welcome to hang with me while I camp this. No! Get that guy. Get him. This is all I had planned on doing today. Actually, I was going to play Guild Wars 1 because I love that game. If you guys haven't played Guild Wars 1, check it out. It's still alive. It's still freaking a great game. But then I was like, dude, I haven't streamed in so long. I need to stream. I just didn't want to do a stream until I was like ready. And if I'd have came back home and not like got readjusted and jumped right back into streaming, it would have been like a really shitty stream, I think. Oh, shit. Wrong guy. No, he's getting away. Colin says, WoW Classic, I only remember doing obscure stuff with my Druid alt. So I could 19, 29, 39, 49 BG like being 19 with an enchanted fishing hat and twice the HP of anyone else while in bear form. I should be embarrassed to admit this, but I'm not. I played WoW Classic in 2019 like it was my freaking job. I actually raided all 4 raid tiers with the Blizzard developers. And that happened by accident. I just saw a guild spamming that they needed a hunter, which is like a really rare thing. And I happened to be guildless at the time. But I had like full tier 2 because I had left my old guild because they were kind of like, I don't know, scrubby. They were a little bit scrubby and I was a little bit hardcore. And so I saw a guild spamming for a hunter, so I joined. And then I was in Discord after raid one night and somebody was like, hey, look, that tree. Yeah, while good looking for hunter, that is rare. Yeah, I was like, whoa, I can't pass this up. Anyway, we were in Discord and somebody was like, yeah, look at that tree. It's clipping through the environment over there. And somebody else in Discord went, oh yeah, we'll fix that on Monday. And I was like, wait, you guys work at Blizzard? And the other hunter that was in the guild, he was like, you don't know who I am? And I was like, no, man. He's like, I'm oh shit, what's his name? Now I gotta Google it. Brian Birmingham. He went, I'm Brian Birmingham. I'm the lead producer of WoW Classic. Or lead engineer on WoW Classic. And I was like, no shit. And then I asked him like 1,000,001 questions. I was like, tell me everything. Yeah, the guild was cool as hell. They were like a loot council guild, so I thought at first when I joined, I was like, oh boy, loot council, this could be kind of shitty. They were like super chill, super fair. The guild like leadership was all people with actual jobs that were like actual professionals. So whenever there were disputes and shit, they knew how to handle disputes between people because they had actual soft skills, unlike most WoW guilds that are run by like total neckbeards, right? Like it was freaking awesome. It was hands down the best guild I've ever been in any MMO. And it was like a once in a lifetime thing to be able to like raid the game with the people that make the game.